Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mallam Abdullahi Adeshola Akanbi, known as the Moral Teacher, at the Moral Teacher on YouTube. Thank you for your support. And today's topic that I'll be discussing on is the hypocrisy and evil of making negative assumptions on people. It's a topic that affects us all in various ways. The hypocrisy and evil of making negative assumptions about people. It is a behavior that can be damaging both individually and collectively. So let's explore why it happens and why it's crucial to address and overcome this tendency. First of all, I will define negative assumption. So what do we mean by negative assumption? Negative assumptions are when we form opinions or judgments about others without having sufficient evidence or understanding. These assumptions are often rooted in stereotypes, biases, or preconceived notions that can be harmful and unfair. Then the hypocrisy itself. Let's talk about the hypocrisy involved in making negative assumptions. Many of us are quick to condemn others for stereotyping or judging us based on our appearance, beliefs, or background, yet we may unknowingly engage in the same behavior towards others. It's crucial to recognize this double standard and strive for consistency in how we treat people. So what are the dangers of this negative assumption? The negative assumptions can lead to a multitude of issues. They can perpetuate stereotypes, fuel discrimination, and create division within communities. Additionally, they hinder personal growth and limit our ability to form genuine connections with others. It's important to acknowledge the harm caused by these assumptions and take responsibility for breaking the cycle. So what are examples of negative assumption? So let's look at a few examples to illustrate this point. Assume someone is wearing a hoodie and automatically labeling them as suspicious or dangerous, or making assumptions about a person's intelligence based on their accent or appearance. These are instances where negative assumptions can cloud our judgment and perpetuate harmful stereotypes. Yes, and also examples are, you see somebody that have a long beard, you now assume he's a terrorist, or you see somebody that is has a particular identity that you just make that kind of assumption. These are all examples. So what are the evil of the negative assumptions? Now let's discuss the evil aspect of negative assumption. When we make unfounded judgments about others, we contribute to a culture of mistrust, hostility, and exclusion. This can have serious consequences both on an individual level and within society as a whole. It's essential to recognize the potential harm and strive to foster understanding and empathy instead. So how do we overcome negative assumptions? So how we can overcome the tendency to make negative assumptions? It starts with self-awareness and a willingness to challenge our own biases. Taking the time to get to know people on an individual level rather than relying on stereotypes can help break down barriers. Open and honest communication is key to dismantling preconceived notions and fostering a more inclusive and understanding society. So in conclusion, the hypocrisy and evil of making negative assumptions on people are real and impactful. By acknowledging our own biases, promoting empathy, and striving for open-mindedness, we can work towards a more tolerant and compassionate world. Thank you for joining us today at the Moral Teacher. That's the name of our YouTube channel, and I really appreciate. Make sure to share, subscribe, and like my page, and I really appreciate you for your support. Once again, my name is Mallam Abdullahi Adeshola Akanbi, known as the Moral Teacher at the Moral Teacher on YouTube. Thank you once more.